see Kyler Murray and the Los Angeles Chargers versus Carson Wentz and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, the Rams had their opportunity to break in this new stadium last Sunday night against the Cowboys. Now it's the Chargers' turn as you get a look at the brand-new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, you should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Murray, and he'll complete this one to Patterson.
Murray's pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The Kansas City defense, tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He fires one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his 5th season now, the former number 2 overall pick, Carson Wentz.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 16 carries, 75 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now here we go on 4th down with Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
4 yards.
The numbers for Jones a week ago. What a ball game. 4 receiving touchdowns.
And he's not just a specialty guy either. They went to him when they were in the red zone. They went to him when they weren't in the red zone. They went to him.
And this is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a play fake. Wentz airing it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Chargers, 1st down.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Quick slant to Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
Now Murray again. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Murray to air it out again. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first down, Wentz. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
20 more yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. A screen to Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Number 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And Tate's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's good for a Kansas.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with...
That's caught by Woods. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Fairbairn lining up for
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Shotgun now from Murray. Incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
46-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Julio Jones with his his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught here by Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
21 more yards.
The end result, 21 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Wentz's pass intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started.